finally have a house! So we're finally going to get to building our little starter base here. It's going to be over in this corner. We're going to have it in front of the cherry tree here, sort of connected to the dock. And then we've been busy gathering a bunch of supplies, so hopefully I won't have to stop in the middle. But yep, we're going to clear up these trees and get building. Alright, so that's the build. We still need to put in some stilt here on the edge, as well as detailing. We're going to add some textures to these walls here, and then obviously the inside isn't done, but that's it right there. It's a little hut from Gridania. Also, we're leaving this mangrove tree because it is Jeremy's home. This is really flat, so we're going to start pulling this around, sort of like that, and then I'm going to craft them so they're the annoying 4x4 blocks. So we see the edges like this going around the base. Hopefully that'll sort of even it out, or not even it out, but add some more dimension to it. Might look good, might not. We'll find out, see if it sticks. And moving on to the inside of the build, the first thing we need to get in order is the roof, because we don't want to see the moss from the inside. We want it to be wood, like a normal house, and also like the building this is based on. And taking a quick look at supplies, we have used everything up in terms of wood for the most part, so I'm probably going to use some from my wood shulker box I have here, but we may need to harvest some more. We'll see. Alright, so I don't have an exact plan on how I'm going to tackle this. It's going to kind of be trial and error, but I do know we're going to want some wood pillars that go a bit into the room here. One reason the original Gridania build has this, but we're keeping it here in this design because it's going to add some dimension to the room, and also will give us some starting points to when we begin decorating. We're going to have something to sort of work off of instead of just a blank circle. So putting these supports in made me realize I did an even number so that the door could be centered. But what I should have done was make a 3 wide door and then put trapdoors here so that I could still have a single one, because now I want to do 1, 2, 3 pillars, but then it's going to be off center, or it's going to be too wide, and that's ugly. I don't want it too wide. So I guess I'm just going to have less pillars because I really don't want to rebuild this, mostly because the rounded top would be a pain to fix. But I am considering it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have less supports than I wanted inside, because changing the whole thing is just going to be too much. Okay, there we go. We're going to do, instead of along the 1, 2 like that, I think we're just going to cut it down even further and have one in the middle. Like that. Okay, folks, pausing our build for a second for one thing and one thing only: frog lights. I want some yellow ones for the light in the center, so I'm going to completely derail for a total of 4 blocks that I want for this build. Now I remember there is a swamp out here. We saw it near the beginning when we were just wandering around before we made it to the mushroom. So I'm going to just completely take over this thing And even though I just went 4 blocks, if I'm going through the pain of breeding them, getting them to the nether anyways, especially the yellow ones, because those don't even spawn here, then I'm just gonna make a whole farm. Well, hello there, little froggy friend. You ready to join the machine? These are gonna be my first victims. I'll begin breeding them up, taking them to other places, and then they get to work for the rest of their lives in hell. 5 hours later, no, it wasn't that long. Maybe, I didn't pay attention. But we've got a functioning Froglight farm. I skipped the process because it's a super simple one, just using an iron golem to help kill the magma cubes. I didn't follow an exact tutorial, hence the absolute awful redstone job I did here. Seriously, if you're a redstoner, I'm so sorry for the crimes I've committed here. There's just one thing to be done now. I've got the yellow light, so I could technically go back to building, but I want to finish it off with green before returning, so we've got to trek out to some cold biomes before we can leave this project alone. I've got the tadpoles ready, so now it's just a waiting game. Waiting and waiting. Okay, that's a good amount. Come on, little buddies, let's go. Never-ending labor awaits. Alrighty, now we can go ahead and get rid of this awful staircase since our frogs are all up there, and we're just gonna AFK a little bit to make sure everything is working properly. Nice. And now that we have our lights, we can go ahead and fly on back, finish working on that ceiling. But, of course, we gotta check in on Jeremy. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I hate the vine mechanic. Okay, so we've got the first half done, and now we gotta go ahead and fill up the dome part so we can put the big light in. So while building this, the first thing I tried was just putting the wood right against the moss, and I was gonna build towards it, but that ended up not working with the beams and just looking too high up and ugly, so I tore it down and started over. Which, you know, is 90% of building in this game. So instead of that method, I'm gonna build the beams out in a nice little curve, and then fill in the wood after that to keep like the nice dome look. Yeah, this is looking nice so far. Alright, last little bit of wood here. Oh, wait, want to be on the other side. Don't want to trap myself in. Then let's get this scaffolding out of the way. And voila! There's our ceiling! Those frog lights are just for building, by the way. They're not the plan light location. Okay, now voila! The light is in and the ceiling is complete. So after finishing the inside of that ceiling there, a couple of days have passed. We actually did the deep dark in between these two clips that I'm filming, but that's fine. I did some interior. It's not fully done, but I added some detailing, like the little hanging signs. They're really cute. I want to add a lot more of those. But so this used to just be open. I'm trying to sort of like segment it so it's not just an entire giant room. So around here, obviously, still very bare. There's a bunch of bare sections because this isn't like furnished. It's just got like the main structure furnishing in. So of course, if you guys have any comments or ideas, feel free to leave them down below. But so we've got like a little bedroom area here. We're gonna build some nightstands. And here's a closet. We've got our ender chest. We're gonna put some armor stands in there, as well as throughout this whole place, like on the shelving here, we have the armor stand mod. So I want to put down like tiny bowls, tiny flowers, just little things to sort of make this build come alive. We've got classic old style lamp there, give some lighting. Go ahead and actually Bam. So, I mean, obviously we don't want to carry it just on there. I don't have anything on me, but put down like a little, actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and skip real fast. Okay, so we've got a pressure plate down. We're gonna go ahead and trigger that invisible again. Oh, my keyboard's in a weird spot right now. Well, that did not work as planned. Oh well. But so yeah, we can go ahead and do some like little details. We've got a little bookshelf, the crystal here, tiny mini blocks, a couple different things. We have to fill all of these in with books. But yeah, I don't know. The different pieces of furniture and stuff definitely detracts from how big that looks in the center. I feel like, especially because most of the time, I mean, you can't even see it in your vision. If you do, it's just slightly the top. But we might like add some armor stands to sort of smooth that out, make it more ball-like instead of square. But then again, we are playing Minecraft. The whole point is squares, right? So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any furniture ideas, be free to leave them down in the comments below. I'm just gonna keep chipping away at this slowly as we go. Oh, but first I almost forgot. Our friend added a custom sound for us. Do I have them on? Oh, the geekies. It's the little Gridania music. It's when you're running around the city, so this can play just constantly in here. Something about this song alone, just like, I feel like it enhances everything I did in here 10 times. I love it. I love this song. Okay, so I figured since I'm already showing this build, I might as well talk a little bit about what's going on out here. We're just adding in some little pathing. Now here's the problem. I wanted to add more bushes and stuff, but Jeremy actually escaped. Yeah, he hopped down onto some of the bushes I was adding here on the sides, and this has to be his spot. He can't move. Like, even if we end up tearing this down someday, this pillar must remain untouched because he just belongs there. And yeah, he's kind of a prisoner, but he likes it, so it's best not to think about it too hard. And then over here on this side, we sort of pulled over that thing a tiny bit. We need to continue. I kind of got distracted, if you can't tell. And then we're going to start texturing down here. So I'm actually probably going to do that now. Let's go ahead and hop into a time lapse. Okay, so a tiny bit of terraforming in place, and then we also continued what our neighbor over here was doing, this way just a little bit. But since this has been such a build-centered video, I'm gonna see what my neighbors have been up to. Obviously, you guys have seen this giant lighthouse by now. We've got lights up here. Ah. So yeah, we got a giant lighthouse. See out on our mushroom island. Down there's a creeper farm that was made by our resident Soda, who also built this giant thing. Cats. Oh, so many cats. Probably residue from the creeper farm. Alright, and then this way we have Pat's place. I honestly don't think people other than Soda have been super busy building. Oh, but this is cute. Oh, he's made it all the way over here. Yeah, so we had a whole panda adventure, and I messed up the audio, so this is our only guy who's out and about. Everybody else is in a corral. We kind of hate them now. Pat's travel bed, okay. And empty. That actually looks kind of cool. Was this done on purpose? Oh yeah, this is probably done on purpose. Oh no. Looks like we've had an axolotl death here. We've got a Bailey. He's been busy making a little inn thing. Fresh water in. And there's like little beds to sleep in here. It's cute. Nothing in those. What I do know though, we've got little emeralds in the pots, just like in games. In games, this is a game. Armor below. Wait a second. Does he actually have stuff now? Last time I was here, this was empty. What's the music? If you know what the song is, comment it, because I have no idea. That's really cute, though. Does that play throughout this whole place, or is it? Yeah, it does. It must have triggered when... Oh, maybe when I went over those. I love this. So peaceful. And then further this way, we have Raz's home. Whoa. She's been going crazy with the sniffers. She's got a little axolotl sanctuary. Looks like she fixed their problem of dying. So those are just some of the builds our server mates have been up to. Again, this is just my starter. I want to build something huge, but I don't know what. I have too many ideas, and then I'm on the urge of, do I make something based off of something like this, or something completely unique? It's always tough to decide, but I do have that spot picked out. There's like a donut area. This should do for now though. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dig down underground to connect to where I have my storage here, so then I can close up these holes in the mountain. And I can also, you know, clean up this stuff. As for all this, I went end busting. So my idea is making little prize boxes. These are the garbage ones. Curse of Vanishing. And there's binding on these garbage boxes. And then I'm gonna have like a super good... Oh, yeah, look at all the shulkers. So yeah, we're gonna like put together like little prize boxes, and probably on one of the but one of the islands out over here. There was one over here. I don't know. But on one of these islands out further away, we're gonna build like a little mini game area. And whether it's gonna be games or like quizzes, I'm gonna have them basically compete, and then first place gets to pick their shulker first, and then second, and so on. So hopefully that'll be fun. Oh shoot, I got lost. Why was I in F5 mode? Was that it? No, actually, this would be a good spot for the little mini games though. Oh no, actually it wouldn't be. I'd have to build so much land. Maybe one of those out there. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. It's a little bit shorter than usual because so much of it was time-lapse time. And next time, I'm gonna go ahead and travel through the nether. I want to find a bastion so we can start getting netherite. So look out for that one. And if you like the video, leave a comment or a like and subscribe. It helps a great deal, and it also lets me know what you guys want to see more of. Alrighty, goodbye. Why is the rocket not going? There we go. Bye!